Good morning, Mary Manning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Good.
It's such a beautiful day, isn't it?
I know.
Let me ask you something. How much money do you have in your piggy bank?
A lot.
So,
I only have coins.
do you know how much it would cost to go get a snow cone?
No.
It would be about $4. Do you have $4?
No.
Okay, what about a Snickers bar? Do you like Snickers?
Yes.
Okay, so that's about $2. Do you have $2?
Yes.
Okay, are you willing to pay the cost for the Snicker bar?
No.
No?
Because I want to give it to somebody else who needs it.
Oh, wow. Well, most people would want to get the Snickers bar, but that is so kind of you. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever spent a long time learning to do something new, like reading?
Yes.
Did it cost you a lot of time?
Yes.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about what the cost is to do hard things. You ready to listen?
Yes.
Okay, let's listen.
You
ready?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. So I have a question. When we go to school, when we get home every day, do we go inside and watch TV and eat popcorn and just chill out every day after school?
No.
No? But that's what I want to do sometimes. Do you want to do that sometimes?
Mm-mm.
You never want to go after a day at school and just lay down on the couch and watch TV all afternoon every single day. Now think about it.
Just a few.
Some days we do want to do that. What do we do after school? What do we typically do? Some days we go to what?
You have to go to meet the teacher. The teacher?
Yeah, no, like every day after school. So you, on Tuesdays, you go to what?
I go to ballet.
You go to ballet. On Wednesdays, you go to...
Tumble.
Okay, and then every day you have to look in your daily planner and see what?
Homework I have.
Homework. So we have...
Homework, dinner, then bath, then go to bed.
That's right. So ballet and dance and that kind of thing and tumble, that's not just something you can do like that, right? It takes a lot of what?
Work.
You don't just learn math facts. You have to do what?
You gotta work.
You gotta work. All right. So I am going to read a story today about somebody that does a lot of work. And guess what? What comes from a lot of work?
You are so strong.
Yeah, well, yeah, you get
really
better
strong.
and better at something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is called the most magnificent thing. The most magnificent thing. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things. He unmakes things. One day, the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. Do you think she can just make it like that?
No.
Let's see. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant.
It's her dog.
It's her dog. Silly. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way. And they get to work. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she's finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other. Doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It's all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. So she doesn't just give up, right? Mm-mm. She knows it takes hard work. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she's finished, she stands up. She takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is, it's still wrong. What do you think she does?
She's trying
She
again.
decides to try again.
She's gonna try.
The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She's trying. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antenna. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, small, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese.
Ew! Gross!
But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets what?
Tired.
Well, look at her face.
Mad.
Mad. Ugh, she is mad. She is working. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Ugh. Crunch. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. I'm not good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at first, but before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she's made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again, and then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio of the next, there are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening, and finally she finishes. She alerts her assistant.
It might be a dog carrier.
The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left. It's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted.
It's a dog scooter.
They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing.
It was for its dog.
That's right. And she's really proud at the end, isn't she? I mean, it would have been nice to have that dog carrier just by snapping her fingers, right? But also, I think a lot of times that hard work that you put into something is really more rewarding, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what our Bible story's about today, and that's what our activity's about today. So let's go get our stuff to talk about it, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So the story today is what happens is the disciples, which are kind of Jesus's friends, they say, well, before they're disciples, they say, we want to follow you. We want to be a disciple. And he tells them, y'all, it's actually kind of hard. It takes work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what we're doing today is we are making crosses because that is
Out of bags.
out of bags. So I had all this cool stuff that it was gonna be easy to make a cross, but guess what? I forgot it. So we're gonna put in the hard work today, right?
Right.
And we had to think about what could we make a cross out of, and I thought gift bags because they're kind of sturdy, and so that's what we're gonna do. So you want to start drawing? All right. So what he said was that it takes a lot of work to be a disciple of Christ, and what that means is sometimes it's not easy. Because think about the Bible. Think about all the things it says, like love your neighbor as yourself. What if somebody's really mean to you? Is that hard?
Yes.
Can you think of a time it was hard? Can you think of a time it was hard to love your neighbor as yourself? Can you
Yes.
think of a time? When? Like when somebody was what?
Being mean.
Somebody was being mean. That
Yeah, I
would be hard
need your
for me.
help. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to draw first.
Okay. You want to draw first?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mine's going to be a pattern.
All right. Okay.
Wait, that was the
Can you
pattern.
think of some other things that are hard to do that we're called to do? Sometimes, you just want to think about yourself. Sometimes it's easier to think, you know what, I really want to do this today. Or, you know what, I really want to use my money to buy ice cream every day. When really, it would be better if that money maybe went to somebody that really needed it for something that they needed rather than just something fun for you, right? Right? So, what else? Can you think of some other things? Or just think about things in your life that take work. Can you think of anything in your life that takes work? That you have to work at? No? What about math facts?
Oh, yes, math facts.
Math facts. Math facts are hard. What about tumbling? What did you say you wanted to be able to do this year?
I want
You wanted something about tumbling. You said,
to do a handstand back bend.
whoa. And is that hard? Is that something hard to do? Oh, yours looks really good. You're going to decorate that one some more? That takes a lot of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure does.
It would be easy if you could just do it. But guess what? I bet you're going to feel super, super proud when you're done. And you've worked and worked and then you can do it, right? Don't you think? And that's the same thing with trying to be a disciple and tell people about God and act in a good and kind way. Sometimes that's hard to do too. So I challenge you all this week to think about, to put in the hard work and think about what the Bible tells us to do and follow those guidelines. And even though it might be hard, I bet it will make you feel better. What you think?
Sure.
Sure. All right, and have fun making a cross. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I really like that book you read today.
Thank you.
I like the idea that, doing the right thing sometimes takes a lot of work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's much harder to be nice to somebody who's mean to you than to be mean back to them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Being a disciple of Jesus is not always easy.
I know.
No. And so it takes a lot of work, and we have to think about our peace, and we have to think about all of the gifts of the Spirit and how we cultivate them so that we can help other people and show them God's love. Because, ultimately, our responsibility is to help other people see that God loves them.
Yeah.
And that's not always easy when they don't want to, when they think that they can't be loved themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. This week, I want you to think about how hard it is and what practices you might do to help people see that God loves them. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Till next week, we'll see you.